He's a strong leader though.
Let's go a little higher.
Cards? No. This is just Zoro and Sanji just here because it's good.
Damn. 17. I'll go first, I think.
Going against them. Oh, Slash, you're right. He is a Slash leader, Slash strike. So like Tashigi and stuff. Do you count as a Zoro leader? Actually, no, right? Because you have this part of the name. Right? If you count as Zoro, that'd be pretty strong, actually. If the enemy is Usopp would be, of course. Okay, let me bring him up. So,
You want to cut it?
in case you guys don't know, if you're at 8 dawn, at the beginning of the turn, you can look at the top cards of your deck, right, straw fruit top card, add it to your hand, put the rest on the back, put the rest back on the top or bottom like in any order. So it's a ramp deck, and you get like a free search every turn in the late game. Okay, let me lower the stream actually. It's making me like unable to hear myself when I speak. Sorry, you guys gonna have to listen to me only. Zoro is in the name, so maybe read those cards. Okay, so let's see. You have Kuina. It's specifically Zoro, right? So it cannot be Zoro and Sanji. What about the other Tashigi? Right? Or else I would say Zoro in its name. I think. Yeah, it's bracketed on Zoro. Yeah, that's what I assume. So when it does have access to Mihawk, right, that's a generic card. Okay, let's take a look at the opening hands here. So we see Tashigi, Protection 2K, 2 amounts. Oh, it's Fishman. Fishman Zoro? The R1 that freezes.
I want to try that, bro. Like a Fishman style. That R1 goes hella good.
Actually cheat out.
Freezes
You can cheat out the Odie, right?
rested leader, I think.
What does Mihawk do again? Cheats out of
No, that war cost prevents that war cost R1 prevents you from your leader attacking.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
That shit's, but you have to trash a card, so like early on it's not that great, but being able to freeze the leader from attacking is fucking
It's a pretty good start for the Luci as well, right? So who wins this? So maybe I think
Blue,
Zoro and Sanji might be favorites, right? Because it's a pretty good
apart.
attack from the last
7
time.
lead.
And then Luci's a 3 life leader.
I need to get more of those.
Base, but
These?
Yeah, they're at center stage. They have a pack of 10 for $10 because it's $1 each. They don't sell them single anymore. It just does about the time.
There's like different ones. These are made to feel like.
After cheating out the Orlon. Okay.
You know those perfect fit sleeves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like after a while, those ones like can kind of fall apart. Yeah.
Okay, so passes with $1 open. Pretty sure we're gonna see the Mihawk. It's Orlon, right? Okay, $2 passes back to Zoro. Picked up a Nami Searcher. Okay, so that's the East Blue Searcher, right? It's not the straw hat. Yeah, East Blue. Okay, yep. There's the Mihawk. So again, Mihawk doesn't play on the 4-drop that has Slash from his hand, and just play out the Arlong. And he didn't discard a card because the opponent's leader is not rested anyway.
So bad.
There's nothing, but it's a 6K that's always a threat against the 6K leader.
American.
So on turn, we could just see like a mystery cheat. But he does need to hit 8, so he might go for the 4-0 actually. Right?
Lucci's been the bane of my existence since fucking OP-11.
Fucking
Fucking always been terrible to
Yeah,
Lucci.
solar ramp. But it's guaranteed, right? Zoro could die this turn.
The only one that's giving me like hope was an elf because I could just outlast him. There was a point in time where like I was hoping I could just deck out Lucci. that was like my game plan. Like fuck, I just gotta survive.
Leader ability. Bro, that plus a new one now. You going crazy.
Lucci, prime Lucci with Gecko and fucking stage. Oh fuck, dude. That shit was terrible. Cancer.
Do 5 weeks. Mine is Zoro.
He crippled this motherfucker twice.
I gotta get another.
He's 5, right? 5 cost?
Yeah, he's 5, so he's got 4. And then 5 to lead?
Yeah.
In case you guys already forgot. Who plays on the Tashigi, so he's worried about. Wait, that's Smoker, sorry. That is Smoker. 5 cost 7K. With vanish.
-4.
So no more attacks this turn. I would think he's just gonna attack. Can you probably say the attack with
I don't look back
to the leader.
at the gameplay because I think I misplayed.
6.
Because if I had Dawn on my leader, my characters were cost +1.
+1.
So I don't know if the Frank, like, if I had a Don when I had the Frankie on board.
Oh yeah, that's right. Huh?
But that's my fault because I completely forgot that was.
What does he KO though? A 4 or 5?
Before, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It was a 5 then.
I think so, but that was my fault because I didn't realize it.
So,
Because I forgot that's
Yeah.
a passive ability for Lucci. I don't use it enough.
That's what he's gonna have to try to do. Right?
The down attachment. Because the
Because
sim be doing it for you, bro. You
Yeah,
know,
I
we had to do
know.
it.
You just see it visually.
And just see the +1.
+1. Rebecca, draw one.
Because I do see he has a second one in hand. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like Mr. 2 and swing 7 with leader. Or leader swing with the Mr. 2 on board too.
Play Zoro.
Okay, so it's probably 7K. Yep. So then at face is taken. Okay, the Nami trigger. The Nami searcher. It does play out for free. So let's search top 5 for an East Blue type
Two
card.
zeros.
Or longs.
What do you- I don't think I understand that one.
To KO rest of characters.
KO Mountain.
Because I had suspicion of this card to use this effect. And against like Lupo,
And then I'll do 5 lead.
KO any rested character. So any 9 cost, any 8 cost is easily dealt with for $2.
Yeah, you could bounce back better deck and just use that
If you get
twice
two,
in a turn.
again, Zoro's on these opponents.
Just KO any rested character.
It takes another 7.
Yeah, Vendor Deck is a good card, bro.
With that leader ability, play it down for 2.
Then,
Use leader ability, bounce it back, play it again.
You doesn't need to, but might as well protect yourself.
Telling you, the fish, Fishman.
So that's something you're gonna want to defend.
Go
You don't
crazy.
use these cards in your life. Well, it picks up the Cavendish from the Dressrosa one.
Oh, let's look at that already for him.
Yeah, if you can attack twice with it, you draw 2 cards. So that's a good leader ability target. So it does swing 7 with the Vanish with the Smoker. It's probably at face, it's not at the Mr. 2.
Yeah, no.
Not making noise, just
Plus
throw Mr. 2.
one.
It counters 2K. Or he might even probably bounce the Mihawk back to hand. So he'll attack Mihawk into the Mr. 2. Because it's going to go back to hand anyway. My comments from or the chat, you guys there? Is everyone just intently watching? Not chatting? That's probably Frankie. Let me refresh that. Oh no, you guys just locked into the game. Okay. Well, you can do it with the
I'll
Nami.
do
So
leader.
bounce it Nami back to hand. I guess
Draw one,
searching again
and
would be
I'll do
nice.
Frankie
Find that
ability.
Vendor Deck in the East Blue card? He's not. Okay, so yeah. Zoro and Sanji's leader ability lets them untap the Smoker and bounce the Nami back to hand. And then the Mr. 2 died. He moved it back for me. Thank you. I don't have to change the arrows. So this is a vanish, but he does have a 2K for this. Then he's probably saving the Thunderball one for the Arlong kit here. So yeah, Zoro and Sanji still has 6 to work with. Could develop the Cavendish
Go
deck.
5
And then just do
to
like 8 with
Bartholomew.
the Arlong.
I'll minus the
There's
Zoro
something
man.
Tashigi to protect
Yeah,
from
4.
night cost ball, probably, right? It prevents like green characters from being removed from the board. And he's probably anticipating this card. So the Tashigi would stop this. And then Arlong is just 6K, right? And then he's gonna play the Cavendish, but that would give 9 on the target. So I don't know, right? Because Tashigi only protects the green, green. So I don't know about that. But yeah, I guess if you're concerned more about keeping your Smoker alive, you should at least have the Tashigi out. Okay, then
Is that
comes
nothing?
counter 4 and then
Is that- yeah.
4 for 2. You get 4 on them.
Oh, it's over.
Oh, you attack them.
Do
Yeah,
4
okay,
for
I didn't
Rebecca?
catch that.
Mhm.
So yeah, the rule would be is at 9 down right now, so he does get the leader ability. Look at the top 5 cards of his deck. Very strong crew type card. Was that 3 Go-Go Giants? Oh no, that's your second. Okay, he's gonna keep these. It's a lot of defense he has stacked on top right here. Yeah, so this was a 6K and then he had 2 on left over.
So was that
Just,
3 Gungam
push it,
Giants?
Which is a
So there was 2 guns on
KO
2 fucking
blocker that can prevent
gear
KO,
2.
which is not something that
Play
Lupo
rest
really
and
does anyway.
KO.
So he uses a full 10 Dawn. He doesn't have a 9 cost Sanji play, unfortunately, because everything on top of his deck right now is events. But yeah, he can't play this. He might just play out the Kakiri. Yes. Well, he also has the other movie. So it's either this, it's a blocker that gives you Dawn back every turn, or this is the other card in his hand, right? The Sleepy, which can bounce the Tashigi back to hand at the very least.
I was watching this shit live. Everyone was fucking rooting for that motherfucker.
Sanji?
Yeah, they were
Sanji
rooting for
died.
him because he was he's rogue. No one plays that shit.
Hey, 2 or more. Look at this. He's fucking dead. Alright. I don't mean to bully. Okay, so this 7K was blocked by Mikoshido. Hody could move this whole game. Yeah, that's why I think if he just plays Katakuri, he can leave 2 Dawn up. So he can
5
have 1
to
blocker
Brook.
and no Dawn, or like blocker out, Dawn out, but he has 1 Dawn left over. He has to know that Hody's a potential here. Yeah, just to Katakuri here. And then passes, yep. He's playing around the Hody for sure. This guy knows, he knows what's up. Right? You
This
know
guy
what
knows.
has
Another
to
five to
this,
book.
or this, or this and this. But yeah, I still do think that Zoro and Sanji's in the commanding position here. But who knows, maybe we do see he has like 2 more event counters coming up next turn. Maybe he can outright the Zoro and Sanji, right? I wonder if the Zoro and Sanji still worried about the 9 cost limit, right? Otherwise, you just swing the Tashigi into Mr. 2 and then bounce it back to him. Is now the time to Hody? I think if you mess up the Hody, you're pretty vulnerable, right? Because you'd be at 1 life here. So I don't think you can hold until he for sure has lethal. Okay, here's 7k from the smoker. With Banish, by the way. This is gonna force a gear second. If he can come he's gonna draw into like 2 events,
6 to
right?
broke.
Actually, yeah, he's in
One.
trouble. He's gonna be at a dawn. They just don't go die. Because he stacked the gear second on top, right? Yeah, gear second and Goku Jack. He only has 1 dawn to use. Yeah, you're right. Now Hody, I think he has game with Hody. Aren't you a smart Cody? Here's what Hody does, by the way, which is why we think he might have game. He has 2 things in his rush. But it is a difference that the Uber Ruby does have 5 cards in hand, and for all the Zoro and Sanji player knows, he doesn't know if they're counter or not. So he goes for the safe play and plays a nominee. Little does he know, get game. But he does go in Bender deck it. Ooh, that's pretty nice. But it's not an East Blue type card, so you can't take it. So what could he take? The EP02 Zoro was East Blue, right? Yeah, this one. It's not going to help in this matchup, but it's at least 1k counter. He didn't end up taking the 2k with the Hotshot. Okay, so I'm thinking he's going to keep the Tashigi on board. He's still worried about the movement, so he's going to bounce it right back to head. Oh, but he can't attack, so he has to waste an attack on the Mr. 2. Oh, he took Potion? Wait, why is that guy just out on the field like that? Was this from the search? Oh, it was. Okay, my bad. He didn't take a 2k. Is he East Blue? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Okay, so he just make it 6.
Go 5 later.
Oh, that
Minus
Mr. 2. Okay.
Cavendish.
My bad. Swarms from the dawn back from rested to active. Can still Hody, but I don't think he can beat her ability and Hody it now anymore, right? How much dawn does the beat ability cost? It costs 1 only, so you can beat her ability, actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we give him 6, 7, and then an 8k from Hody. It's pretty good odds with just 1 dawn active. I think he's gonna play it safe though. I know this Japanese player plays really safe. Okay, he's doing 6. Yeah, he's not going Hody, or else he would have done it already. Or maybe he plays it now. He's at least committing it onto leader, at the very least. Oh, something bigger. 8k. Okay, 8 at leader. I'll take Nami back to restamp the smoker. So this isn't just a free block. Now little does he know, that he has no counter. So you're not blocking counter 1 or anything like that.
Take
So he's gonna have
trigger,
I think he's
draw
gonna have to
3,
go
tries to.
hopefully draw the counter. He knows the next card, but not the one after that. He takes the 8. Okay, he gets a 2k. I think he's good now. Yeah, your second would protect him, but he'd have no counter again after that. So he'd want to go into to draw cards. Okay, does your second now that he has a 2k in hand, and then plays another Nami out. Oh, I guess for people watching the VOD, not live, I'm talking to chat. I think you guys are wondering whoever's responding to. That would turn leader ability off. So, yeah, but like, he had no choice if he didn't get a 2k win life. He does play a Koshido and then passes the turn. Right, in that situation where you don't have any more counter in your hand, you want to go Hojai. But yeah, he gambled on getting counter from life and then he saves it up to do a second for Hojai. Oh, he still doesn't have a good 9 cost Sanji play. The only thing he can play is top 5.
Because you can attack active characters too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, takes the
No point not
Oh, yeah, I
fucking
guess I will never know.
swinging, I
But yeah,
guess.
don't know 9 cost Sanji play. Unfortunate for 2 turns now. Yeah, and he draws a card, then you put there, it's just 1k counter. There's a Katapiri. Oh, he could not. Sanji with the Katapiri. So that was the case. But it looks like he's not opting to do that. But did he set it up that way? No, he put it on the block. Right? It's the 5th card. Okay, 6 at face. Is countered for 2. 8
5 to broke.
Okay, he doesn't think he can kill the smoker. He does have 5k counter. Is it a good idea to like put your card like this? You can see, right? That he has like 2 stacks. I don't know if it's too much metagame. It counters 3 to save the R long. The casters are bringing up the loopy for some reason. And then okay, or not. Yeah, he needs to get some of these dead cards out of his hand anyway. So let me show you guys what Nami does. To draw 3 cards and put 2 cards in your hand back on the top of your deck in any order. And she's a blocker. And then she put those 3 on the bottom. She didn't like them. Those are cards he saw already anyway. Or did he? No, I see like a 2k counter Sanjina and a Thunderball that I didn't see before. So he passes the Katakuri on taps himself and then has to 5 times with it. So that's a Bagua and a Goga and a
3, 4.
plus whatever other.
And also 13.
So he's probably gonna live in the
Who's that?
Well, Hollywood deny. Oh no, he has 2 blockers too.
You can
Right.
restand,
You can
right?
rest 2
Yeah.
things, there's 7 targets you want to rest here. Okay, so 7 smoker is blocked 6 from leader to untap the smoker. So 6 at your face. Smoker untaps and you move it, so I have to redraw all the freaking arrows. Come on, man. Commit to a slot. Counter 1. Oh, the Zorsani's undefeated. Nice. You could just do that, like, since everyone's playing starter decks, everyone's like, really susceptible to aggro, right?
3, 7 to the bottom, and I'll swing. I think it's still 13
For the turn?
during this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. To the game. And he won't be active on this turn.
Here, and this morning at the Fukuoka CS, we got huge leaks on ERB, and so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that. A lot
I like the
more
cover on it.
reprints. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna jump straight into the video, and then we're gonna kind of break down everything revealed. We get all the new cards revealed. We'll talk about those in this video. And we're
Mine
going
is
to talk about the
the
reprints
Sabo.
Mhm.
overall.
He
like,
protects
prices, where
other
they're at
characters,
right
right?
now,
Yeah.
and just my
If
overall
another
thoughts
character was to
on
get
the set.
killed,
We'll also see some new
I'd
non.
bring that one back
If
to
you are
mine.
new to the channel, my name is Vampire Gaming. I make creative One Piece content, informative One Piece content, and One Piece content to help you be more competitive and play the game to the best of your ability. If that interests you, you can just do me a favor real quick before we jump in.
Is this showing all the reprints?
Try to
Oh,
get
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that way you can see everything.
before August. Let's go ahead and jump in. All right, here we go. So this is the start of, this is essentially like their commercial, but so we got Rayleigh confirmed. There goes
Five
Cat.
to
Officially
five
established.
Sabo?
We already knew about
Sabo.
Sanji. We have, look at that. I told everybody EVO2 Luffy could be a regular because it's the SP. We got the law also because we have the SP again. There was no precedent for an SP being in this set. So there we have it. You know, we get that little peak there. Bankule, we got Zoro, totally that Roshi,
Shirahoshi.
so many. And then of course we get the CBs with their, I think this is the special foil, that of course we've seen these all.
That one.
These
That was sick, bro.
are some of those nice.
Look at the Sanji one. You got the little chopper hat.
Hey, that finger
And
pistol
there's
is
some
fucking clean.
Crocodile
Right, too.
and Marie. I think that's maybe HQ. And then we of course.
That's your-
Yeah,
new
that's
cards.
what you were
So
talking
these are all
about.
I
cards.
think-
These are new cards. We've seen the code.
sorry.
That dope.
No, it's a blocker. The new Shiryu a blocker.
That Dofi's fucking
And then
good.
here are the SRs.
I think-
We've seen 2 of these. We get this Marca. This Marca's crazy
These
good.
who's on
And then
this?
of course
Mhm.
we're gonna see these as well, all brand new. And then we of course see the Shanks. There's the Shanks Gold Dawn. There's the Luffy Gold Dawn. There's our Clown Gold Dawn. And there it is.
Our clown.
Be Stinky. And then of course you get to see here regular wide variety. We don't see
6 leader.
Shanks and a couple
Mine
of
is
others. And here,
Sabo
of course,
one.
we see these
Is that 3?
SPs. These are some of the best cards that
He's
they all
at,
in order if you pay close attention,
1.
which is
I did
fascinating.
Tempest.
So you got
Oh, yeah,
everybody
sorry.
else, of course, Traffy, and then
6
you already
leader?
events. So of course we get these manga. It's incredibly interesting the direction they took.
Three.
These are the Searcher events. And then we get Gum Gum Giant, so new era.
That Gum
There's
Gum
You draw one too, no?
Gum Gum Giant is a
Yeah.
big band.
Oh, yeah.
If you just draw as well.
I'll pass.
Alright, so yeah, of course, that is the commercial. You can watch this on the Fukuoka stream, and I'm sure that they'll have it uploaded to social
When's it
media
come out?
at some point. But this is all the cards that we get to see. Now we're gonna go ahead and jump into the breakdown.
OP-11.
This
Like,
fucking
here's the
manga.
manga. So there's
So
this
dope,
Searcher
dude.
manga. It's funny because this was the same art that everyone had thought.
Take heroes
the
and
manga
that
Sanji
was
would be.
That motherfucker in the middle is
It
real
Sabo.
proud.
So yeah, now let's go ahead. Alright, so we had a ton of new cards revealed. First up, we have
Jinbei.
Jinbei. We're gonna go, these should be in color order.
Is it Searcher?
We got Jinbei, he's blue, the fish,
Blue,
and 7
5
warlords on
to
the
Ina.
top 5 cards of your deck are revealed to 1. 7 warlords card other than Jinbei, and then add it to your hand. Then you may place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order.
Can you attack
And then
too?
when attacking,
Yeah.
you have to one
Mhm.
character with a cost of 1 or less
Yeah.
to the bottom of the owner's deck. So, can clear chump blockers,
Mhm.
and then of course he's a value play. So once again, where Doflamingo thrived is Doflamingo would play cards and lose 0
Or
value
use
and
his
also
active
potentially
main,
gain
I
value.
mean.
So if this was just on your stack and you play it, you literally play a body and win +1, so it's effectively a +2 because he requires 0 cards to pitch, just Dawn. And then so for that 3 Dawn that you spent, you got
I'm gonna do
1
7
free body and 1 free card to hand, which is why like the Weevil stack was so powerful. You just play him,
Oh, fuck.
draw 1.
I was gonna play something
So
that already
it's
passed.
literally a +2 if you didn't use any stackers,
Forgot.
or if you've already like regained value, that becomes a +2. If not, it's like break even +1 on board. So this card is, I think, incredibly powerful. It is very good that Jinbei, the previous Jinbei, is out of the equation. Is this enough for Dofi to come back? Maybe. He is a 4/5. He does have counter. TBD, but this card is incredibly powerful. It is another. It's a non-brick +1 for Doflamingo.
Is that kind of like the new version?
Yeah.
It's
Jinbei?
crazy.
It's a searcher,
It's crazy.
7 warlord type.
Because this is, I dreamed of days like
So
this.
it's,
It's just a 4/6
get +1 in your
draw
hand, you
two,
play
so it's a
it.
value play for Marco. It's a value play for Whitebeard. You can play it off of the ace. That's the big thing here. You play it off of the ace and then
Go
on
5
hand you
to
can draw
Rebecca.
2 cards. So this card is a +1.
No leader.
And he's a 4/6, so you get free blocks. This card is phenomenal. So they answer, they give you cards. It is amazing. This is, I dreamed of days like this. So let me know what you all think of this card in the comments below. But yeah, this is huge for the full Whitebeard suite. I think kind of makes me think the new ace is going to be red-blue just because you're getting more blue support. So you love to see it.
10.
But yeah,
I
the new
guess KO
Whitebeard,
Rebecca.
I think this card's fantastic.
Negotiating nap time can be tough, but feeding is easy. Bob's Good-Milk Infant Formula. Gentle, nutritious, and easy on tiny tummies. Bob's Good-Milk Infant Formula. Essential.
This
And then you have
card.
Charlotte Pudding, so we do run over purple.
Need that
So
for fucking
every
cat
card
cards.
has had one color reveal.
If your leader is
And
Big
there's-
Mom
this is the
type, and
super
your opponent
rare,
has 6
so
more dog
Marco's
cards,
super
draw
rare.
2 cards, and play up to 1 Big Mom type character with a power of 6,000 to 8,000 from your hand.
That's a 7 cost.
Yeah,
Play that for
that
7,
This
you draw
is
2, and then you can play a
essentially
fucking
they
8
have
cost
that
cat curry.
Except, you know, it has an actual swinging stat
Ooh.
button. Dawn -2. If your leader has Big Mom Pirates and your opponent has 6 or more Dawn cards on their field, draw 2 cards. Then play up to 1 Big Mom Pirates character with a power from 6 to 8,000 from your hand. You know who has 8,000 power? Kata Curry. And so you get to draw 2 cards and play out Kata Curry. If you play out 8
This is leader luck.
blocker Kata Curry, you get an extra dog rested, right? So you're gonna get one of those dog back. So it's really dog -1, draw 2 cards, establish a big threat. Nasty. This card is nasty. And you can play yellow Kata Curry as well. Tuck character in the life. This card is nasty.
Oh,
So a huge card for our leader Charlotte.
shit.
And then also, of course, for purple Kata Curry, and then even potentially just Monkey, Luffy, any purple. This opens a lot of opportunity for this purple engines as a whole, especially with like the signs you put in, right? Like you can have
Top 2 for the Toy Soldier,
get one
-3.
back with this, and then play out Kata Curry and get one back, and you just did Dawn -0.
Oh wait,
Think
am I
about
doing
it.
this
This card
right?
is top 2's Rubber Goose.
7.
All right, and then we of course get Don Quixote Doflamingo. I think this card is also incredibly powerful. Like again, I think we're gonna continually see this, and then, like people are seeing OP-13. It's like trading cards have power creep. That is my biggest fear is that they're just gonna go too far. We're at
Another
Dragon
one?
Ball
That's
Masters
at 4,
now.
right?
It was just back in my day Dragon Ball Super, but then you just have like walls of text of characters because they just continually had to keep one upping all the cards.
4.
And so Don Quixote Doflamingo, he's a 5/6 blocker. He's almost like Advanced Kid.
My
Because
last one, I think.
is multicolor to add on your non-deck has rested. So it's really more like sugar and purple Doflamingo support. But it could potentially be used in a variety of other things. His new ramp for like red, purple, Luffy, and things like that, while also of course giving you that blocker and that 5/6 stat line is pretty nice. And then we of course have Fort is the ace. So this card, this is the alt, of course. All these
Orange
are
or
the
temples?
alts. This isn't what you should just expect with Bull, but this is hot. And a lot of people
Ooh,
are
are you
talking about this
gonna-
one on social media already because we got a
yes.
magazine leak of it the other day.
It's at 4.
But like black, it's supposed to be blue yellow. Ace support and is incredibly good in blue yellow ace.
Oh, he's at
Unfortunately, it
5,
has every
yeah.
card that is made for that deck. It is just better in black yellow goofy, and it makes me look goofy. On play, if you have
This
it
guy,
face up
bro.
life.
Fuck
Fuck
that
that.
nigga, bro.
One, 2 costs,
Nigga's
Sabo,
fucking
or get
poison.
Blaze, or Monkey D. Luffy from your trash. So why this is better in Luffy is because they get to go and use leader ability. They attach to trash, heal 2. Then you just play this. You play a baby ace for 2. This is in your life. You bring him out, and then you get to bring out the
4 for Rebecca.
baby, and you get to do that again, and then you're already for the 2 dons, 4 don. You essentially get to make yourself become a 9K leader. As long as you play this out, it's pretty crazy, right? Exactly. It's really good in the PRAs because you get to play this, and you're always gonna have a face of life, so then you can find the baby that you need to play it. And as long as you have those, you're in a really good spot because you can continually wait and you never actually like spend those cards. So this card is very good there, but again, it's just way better.
What's up, Gia?
Black Yellow Luffy, that video is crazy. And on that, the BBB Luffy, there's a lot of hype on the Dodgers Luffy.
Jesus,
right
girl.
now. The BBB Luffy, I believe, had a lot of purchases because of this card because it's the highest rarity you can have. So just something to kind of keep your eyes on there. And then so the other one, so that's just the rare, and it has like super rare power, but the super rare for yellow is Boa. And so it is a film, it's 7 warlords, and it's the Kuja Pirates. So a lot of typing here. I think that this leader is the precursor to what we're gonna expect. And because with yellow is it's very outstanding.
Trash is thick right now.
And offset
Bro,
almost.
all my cousins, man.
Oh
You
no!
gotta remember, I'm sure that there's gonna be more cards like this in OP-13.
All my
All your toy soldiers.
all my
Because we're
cousins.
getting yellow egghead Luffy.
Doubles
So we're getting a
again.
yellow Luffy leader, and I'm sure this is gonna play into it. But
Oh,
all the
this
things are
one,
work harder.
bounce.
They trigger from your hand.
Good.
Rested
Also,
leader.
9
Or
to
character on the Monkey D. Luffy. It's a good thing that there are a lot of Luffy leaders over
60.
This card might be too powerful.
You
So
wanna
it's a
go?
good thing
To
we're
what?
in Luffy meta.
Overtime.
And we cannot attack until the end of
I
the
need to go.
turn. So you can
I don't
freeze
wanna
it,
go.
Luffy or any character on board. And then of course trigger it up to one of your opponent's characters with a 4 cost or less. So it's a 5/7 absolute behemoth in terms of stats. You've got a trigger that KOs 4 costs or less, incredibly powerful too. And we've got a very strong effect in a non-Luffy meta. It's still, I mean, you know, the 6/8, it's literally the 6/8, except you have to discard a card with trigger. But you can also like hit the leader for the first time ever. Alright, so
all
these
my
are like
fucking
the older
toy
cards,
soldiers.
right? So there's the 2, then you have the Otama, you have the Shiryu, you have the
do another
Valentino, those are
7
the blue. And then of course you've got like, you know, you've got the Jinbei, and we've got the 1. And then so then also you've got Bonnie, we've got Lucky Root, you've got Nami, some other previously revealed ones. So there's the 2 black cards outside of Shiryu. We get the Gecko, and we also get the just 2K, their version of Sanji as Sabo. And then of course we get our red Trafalgar.
Is that the
Ball.
draw 2 trash ones, Sabo?
In theory,
Or is it
as
different?
I kind of think about it. And then of course the last card was like the Kobe.
That one's a
This
two.
code would be let you draw
Oh,
like
shit,
those
was
6
it?
or less when attacking, and you can also KO a character with
Let's
an
see.
original power of 3,000 or less. But these are all of the reveals. These are all the new cards that PRB has added, and I believe it's going.
I'm
to
glad they're
actually
adding
sort of shift
new
to the
cards on
because
top
all
of
these
these
cards.
cards. It's
They're
not
all
just a bunch of
legacy
reprints.
support too, which I think is
Like the last one?
Yeah, PRB. Which is fine because PRB there's
He damn near needed it.
Yeah, we didn't have hella shit.
And I love that they continue
So it worked
to
out, but-
do that as they release these sets, pay homage, even though as we are approaching a rotation.
Damn.
Have you ever heard of something called toxic stress? It can develop in people
Yeah,
who
so what
experience
is it?
trauma as kids.
Toxic stress, bro. Same.
And you gotta kill the blocker
Now,
I know, I don't think I
with Brook, or with like a reducer, and then swing with Brook,
These are all the regular cards.
and
We
then
saw
put the
that in
rest on your
video, but
leader.
let's just kind of go over that
So
because
3
this
costs
is
was making it
kind of
kind of
focus on
awkward.
this
Oh, yeah,
first one
huh?
right here. Again,
So I have to
if it was
reduce it
FTV, I was
first.
like, hey, I don't think that they're doing the manga
Something.
god pack this time. I think we're gonna have some kind of like SP crazy pack. Is my prediction. I don't think we're gonna see the manga because last time the secret rares, like all of it lined up with the mangas, but this time it feels like we're gonna go a different direction. And so I was like, I believe that this is going to be in the set, just because we had the 1 and we had no precedent for PRB, and they do PRB different, and I was correct on that. So we got the EV at O2 Luffy. Right now it's still well over $60.
Seven leader,
And
no,
then
it's one.
and of course we see Cavendish. Cavendish being a super rare. There's a super rare in every single pack, so there's going to be a good amount of Cavendish. If you're not playing Zoro in OP-12 for Bandai Card Fest, time to get rid of it was last week. Second time to get rid of it is now. Then of course we see the super rares. A lot of these you already know. We get confirmation of Ace. We're seeing Tashigi, which is nice. This Sanji.
I think you
which is
should have
also
Rebecca
nice.
first.
And then
Played another
yeah,
Brook.
Here we go. We've got.
Oh no, never mind. 'Cause it's 3, huh?
It was a 3 cost. I made it hella awkward.
We see this Mihawk
Forgot.
promo, which is very nice because it wasn't.
That
a
was
plus
mine
one
over.
yet, but it's
Or you could have done a Hina
We see Rosinante, we see Weeby Toshi,
I didn't have
we
it,
see
yeah.
Brook,
on
we
from
see
trash.
Dum Dum Gatling, we
You could play it from
we
trash,
see
too.
Bond Clay. Bond Clay was another
Oh, yeah.
reprint people
That way
were
when I
looking
swing
for.
with this.
You wanna
Of course,
redo
we
it?
also see
Yeah,
Rocket
redo
Luffy,
it.
which
So
is
you play
nice.
that one
And
first.
So again, like none of these have updated block numbers.
That would've
We
been-
don't know
yeah,
what's
four.
up with
Like
block.
that.
We don't know what their plan is
Minus
on
four.
rotation.
And then minus
I've
four.
heard rumors that there's going to
And
be
then
a
you could
rotation
attach
list
on
for
to
these reprinted cards.
Brook,
But
KO
also,
in
you
it.
know what does Bandai consider a reprint? If they make an alt
It'd have to
in
be
a
7,
pack
8, huh?
for
Yeah.
originals, is that a
7
reprint?
KO.
And then KO
Is that
this one.
considered a reprint, or does it have to be in a pack set to be considered a
Oh,
reprint?
and then I have to,
With these SP
counter-
cards,
yeah,
like,
counter
updated
rotate.
block numbers. I think we still need
Oh,
a lot
wait.
more clarity around
I would-
that.
We'll draw one.
Draw
I think
one.
that as we get closer.
I think that might have just saved me
Because
though.
as it stands
Yeah,
now, right,
right.
like all these cards essentially have like 8 months of playability.
I drew into the
potential
2K.
there.
But that would have been the play.
Yeah, I forgot I had fucking Hina in trash.
Yeah.
You're the one who should just
Nice,
see
good
your
game.
It was fantastic.
Bro, I fucking yeah, got rid of 2 Kuzans, bro.
We see
Was clutch.
Usopp, Shanks, Choppa, the Zoro, and then here are some more. You know, these are a lot of
Man,
you
that's
see the
fucking
law,
good.
the Basil. This is
This is dope, bro.